Hey everybody, how you doing? I'm Tim.
I'm Hasan.
And welcome to this edition of RSVP. Today we'll be discussing sex versus abstinence. I will cover the sex portion while Hasan covers the abstinence part. And then we'll play devil's advocate and flip-flop both topics. Hasan, what do you have to say about abstinence?
Well, right now, guys, I got the definition of what it is to be abstinence. The fact or practice of restraining oneself from indulging in something. And then today we're particularly talking about indulging in sex. And for me, I think that this is the 100% birth control that works with no risk to your body, hurting your body, or no risk to it not working. This just works 100%. And also, you don't have to worry about obtaining any STDs or mixing any fluids with anybody else. And a quick did you know 1 in 2 adults 18 to 25 will obtain a STD. And the whole kicker is this: 1/2 of them won't even know they have an STD because they're not being checked. Let's think about it though. There are many other things to do with your partner besides have sex, like go to the movies, different relationship builders, go to the museum, talk, get to know this person, because sex is one part of a relationship, but there are a million other sides. And I know that in the community we are taught to focus on a few things because of peer pressure and media. So right now I just want to hear what Tim got to say about sex. Tim, what you got to say, man?
Thanks, Hasan. I'm gonna be covering sex, which is important to a lot of us in the community nowadays, especially the young folks. You know, for the men, importantly and especially in young men, you never want to get vaginal congestion, which is the medical term for blue balls. You never want to have that happen to you. No, it's not permanent or dangerous, but it can hurt temporarily. So now we're gonna get into some facts about the importance of sex and the benefits as well. Now, according to WebMD, now we're gonna go to women. Some facts and some benefits of sex include, but not limited to, it improves women's bladder control, works out the pelvic floor muscles to decrease chances of incontinence, which 30% of women will experience in their lifetime. Now, what is incontinence? That's basically urination, frequent urination, and the chances not to be able to control your urination. Now, this helps it a lot. Now, also for everybody, it lowers the blood pressure. Joseph Penzone, MD of MIE Wellness, stated a study found that sexual intercourse, not masturbation, lowers systolic blood pressure, which is the first number above when you check your blood pressure. Now, sex also counts as exercise, especially for those who don't do much physical activity throughout their week. Now, for every, this is what it says, listen carefully, 5 calories per minute. So if you get it in for at least 10 minutes, think about how many calories you burned in that time frame. So that's for men and women.
You know, but a lot of times sex can be over-exaggerated and passed down from generation to generation, different mindsets about sex, and it can also hinder things within a relationship. Because Tim, for me, I had a relationship with a girl and she was very adamant about having sex every day, and I was like, hey, you know, why do you want to have sex every day? And she just told me that her mother told her if she wasn't pleasing me, then somebody else would please me. And she was under the wrong expectations of a relationship, because we could have a relationship minus the sex, but she would feel insecure about the relationship because whatever her mother told her. So I don't think that was fair that her mother passed down that sex mindset to her. What do you feel about that?
Yeah, I feel 100% agree with that. And it shouldn't have been passed on at all. That mind state is what hinders her and then basically molds her for the rest of her life type of thing. Right. You know, me personally, when I was younger, you know what I'm saying, I was abstinent, or more so a virgin, You know what I'm saying? There's a difference.
B-Tech.
I was a virgin, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of my boys, they weren't. So a lot of them would have, you got the locker room talk, or the boy talk, or the guys talk. Yeah, I had this shorty, had that shorty. And at the time I was in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? One relationship, one girl, that's what I was about. You know what I'm saying? Always the question, no matter what, always came full circle. Hey, yo, did you get it in yet? Did you do this yet? And I'd be like, no, don't worry about it. No, I didn't do. And then they'd be clown me. I'd be an offie. Oh, you ain't do nothing yet. But I didn't let that peer pressure get to me because I knew what was expected and I knew what I was waiting for. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, I had respect for that female. She had respect for me, and that's just what it was as far as abstinence was concerned. And a lot of days, the youth are peer pressured from the media, from what they see on TV, from their friends to have sex, not knowing the full effect of sex or anything about sex at all, or the consequences whatsoever.
That's true, that's true. So funny that you said something about being influenced and peer pressure, because I was peer pressured myself as a youngin' to kind of have sex, because I really didn't want to be the offie like Tim was saying, but I couldn't let people dictate my body or me putting my body at risk. So I didn't care about being cool anymore. Now I really only worry about myself, my health, and finding true love, and not just trying to find somebody I can have sex with.
That sounds really good because at the end of the day, sex is just a physical activity. You got to go beyond sex and go into the mind of who you with. And if you do choose to have sex, please be protected, protect yourself, and constantly get tested.
Thanks for watching another episode of Realistic Situations
Versus People. I want to give a big shout out to the big homie Pearl for supplying me with the t-shirts. Be real. Check out his clothing line. Also, if you have any ideas for future topics that we can discuss together, please comment below. And now join us next week when we'll be covering
gangs versus
neutral. Peace.
And then I have a chance to see the world's greatest MC.